Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Michael for Spirit Comics. Welcome to readers to my review of Dark Knight's Metal number 2. Now they are continuing obviously the theme of the darkness on the cover here, but they're having to fight something from the darkness. So this is where the light portion of it comes in, which is strange. I'm guessing it's because, I don't know why. I would think that maybe this side would have stayed dark, would have stayed black, maybe reached out with something like white bony hands. That would have seemed better to me. Anyway, here on the cover we have Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman, the DC Trinity. Pretty decent cover, written by Scott Snyder. Now this one, it starts off with more from the Journal of Carter Hall. From the, for I've lived many lives and have heard varying stories about the beginning of our great multiverse. The story I heard the most often, first from an old friend named Abin Sur, who was the one who came to Earth and was dying, sought out Hal Jordan, and he gave Hal Jordan the Green Lantern power ring. Well, actually, the power ring sought him out. This was about an ancient scientist named Krona, who wanted to explore the mysteries of creation. Krona developed a machine to peer into the very core of the universe to see what lay behind it all. And then we have a panel here with Superman opening up this issue. "Tell me you're getting this, Wonder Woman." "All over the world I see it," she says. And down here we see more from that journal. "And what he saw was a great hand so far back that the very act of looking at it opened up millions of worlds." My point is, the actual origin story of our entire multiverse is about exploration, about discovery, about searching for that one thing you have to find no matter what. Whatever it may be. Batman, we need to find Batman right now. Teams report in. So we see the teams reporting in. First from Gorilla City. Green Arrow. Before he was officially, he didn't rejoin the Justice League because he's always been at odds with the Justice League. So he's never been a member, so I don't know how Scott Snyder figured this out. Green Arrow would not be allowed back to the Justice League. Wouldn't even be invited to the Justice League until a couple months later, I think. So this is kind of a plot hole here. Green Arrow. Nope. His heartbeat was a transmitter. Just monkey business. No offense back there. And it says, ancient gorilla for, "We're apes, you." And at the House of Mystery, Zatanna, Constantine, and of course you don't know as Zatanna is the very attractive magician there in the black hat and the black top hat. And that's Constantine, the one smoking. And she says, "Just another sleight of hand, Superman." And if you see those weird words, it's actually a spell. Zatanna says everything backwards when she casts a spell. And what she's saying there is, "Children of the grave, be gone." And of course, "Children of the Grave" is a song from Black Sabbath, and this event is called Dark Knight's Metal. Constantine says, how the bloody hell did he hide a transmitter in walls made of souls? I know nothing about the House of Mystery. LexCorp HQ Metropolis, because he's been planning. Blue Beetle? Now this is odd, because Blue Beetle is not part of the Justice League at this point. He has not even been approached by the Justice League. He's met Batman, but that's it. Sorry, no luck here. What? But, so, I'm clear. Why are we hunting Batman again? For one, because he's our friend and he's in trouble. And for another, Superman says, if Kendra and the Blackhawks are correct, he just stole the most dangerous weapon in the universe and we need to find him yesterday. That's how important it is. They need to find him like yesterday. Cyborg, we've got dark energy rising, causing storms everywhere. Bat symbols lighting up in hidden metal across the globe. Stories of a cosmic demon coming for Bruce. Please tell me we found him. Da-da-da-da! The Amazon rainforest. Cyborg says, I have eyes on him now. Or at least one of him. And Superman says, thank God, just pin him down. Remember, for all his tricks, he's only one man. Which is true, but he's a very ingenious man. Very smart. Thanks, we'll keep that in mind, Superman, Cyborg says. And now this is funny. This is funny. Scott Snyder actually put something humorous in this dark, horrific story. And this is a story that spans multiple issues, multiple series. I mean, the next part will be in an issue of Teen Titans. So that's Wonder Woman saying, pull over, Robin. There's no winning here. And here he is. I mean, Robin is Damian Wayne. He's just a kid. He's just a kid. He says, "Listen, lady, I am 13 years old and driving a bat hog through the Amazon on a Tuesday morning." And he says, I am already winning. Family, evasive action now. Da-da-da! Metal! A DC Comics event. This is an event, something that's going on that spans multiple series, different comic books. So they're chasing Batman, or Batmen rather. And here is Aquaman, and not just Momoa, but this is Aquaman. How they're drawing him currently. Cyborg, can you? They're blocking me. I can't tell which is him, and I can't tell who has the weapon in his bag. We need to, and Aquaman says, net them all. I'm on it. Yeah. Family, I have one on the line. That's somebody that looks like Batman. Now, all I have to do is reel him in, and then that bat cycle gets hit by Aquaman's trident. And he is none too happy at that remark. Reel him in. And he says, fish jokes? Batman would know better. He says, technically, net them all is a fish joke. Unless I make them. Anything Aquaman? No weapon, Wonder Woman. Just bait. Then we go over to the Flash, who's running and trying to find the real Batman. Time to speed this up, Flash, Wonder Woman says. Done. Hey, Batman, Flash fact about the human brain. See, now this is interesting because Barry Allen, aka the Flash, is also a forensic scientist. You know, so he knows these interesting little tidbits. He says the fastest neurons in it travel at about 120 miles per second. That's about the limit of the speed of thought. So yeah, you're smart as hell. But I literally move faster than you can think. And then this one, who we presume to be Batman, Bat fact about the human brain. It weighs 15 pounds when encased in ice. And then what happens here? Whoosh! What? The Flash gets a shot of ice right at his head. And he falls into that water. So he's just and then over here we see the Flash back in action. He says, "Har, har, har, 120 miles a second, and now you're the last man standing." And there's Green Lantern, Hal Jordan. "I've cracked their code. I see you, Nightwing." This is Cyborg talking. "And you, Batwoman, Batgirl, Red Hood, Batwing. Listen to us, Nightwing. If he took what they say he took, and it's in that bag, it's far too deadly for any one being in the universe to possess. You need to give it to us now." And then we see Nightwing say, "All right, Green Lantern, you win." Now this made no sense to me, and it still makes no sense to me. He pulls up what looks like a weed of some sort. He says, "What is this, a joke?" He says, "Here." Then he takes off the Batman costumes and says, "You're looking for the deadliest weapon on the planet. This is to plants. It's an exfoliant. It was in all the bags you snatched. The villagers around here burn it for fear of its effects. They call it a something, which roughly translates to the terrible green beatdown. Why? I couldn't guess. But we'll find out." Wonder Woman says, "Wait, Cyborg, what are our coordinates? Fast. The ground, it's shaking. We need to get out of here right now. Who dares? Who dares harm the green here at the Parliament of Trees? It's Swamp Thing. It's elemental," Robin says. "Basic strategy, Father. Separate, distract, and regroup. So what's the rendezvous?" He says, "Don't get cocky. Slow down before you hit wham something." And it's Superman. He says, "Enough. We've been friends so long, I know your heartbeat nearly as well as Lois's. I understand that what Kendra said scared you, and I know you're trying to figure this out yourself. But taking what's in that bag, running off, you need to let us help. Whatever's coming for you. Get the hell off me before... Damn it, look at me. It's me. We're brothers now. What in God's name is going on? So, this person who we believe to be Batman explains, and I have to admit, even though this is basically a horror story, the artwork is really good. It's detailed and dark in places that it should be dark. Alright, you don't understand. I'm the only one who can stop it. This thing, Barbados, it's been targeting me for years. I've even felt it, watching from the dark, shaping things. I first saw it when I went back in time. I saw it, it saw me, and it's been preparing me. They've been preparing me. Okay, plot problem here. I call plot problem. When did Batman go back in time? Now, the only instance of that I can think of is when he went back when he time traveled with the Flash sometime back. But there is no reference here to tell me, the reader, exactly when he went back in time. So that's a big fail. Who? Superman says. The Judas tribe. The mantling has already started. It's been done to me. What are you talking about? You're not making any sense. Damn it, I'm talking about metal. Heavy metal. Just like Kendra said. Barbados has its followers treat its prey with 5 impossibly heavy metals. It's called mantling. When the prey is prepared, Barbados' high priest, the Strigadale? I can't pronounce it very well. Strigadale? Read the ancient rites, and the prey becomes the doorway. Metals that weigh down a soul. That's what Carter Hall wrote in his journal. First, electrum. When I was lost in the owl's labyrinth, he's referring to the court of owls. Promethium, present in my final machine, which I used to make me Batman again after I died fighting the Joker. When did he die fighting the Joker? I don't know about that. I've never heard that Batman died fighting the Joker. There should be some reference in here. Like a little box saying, issue such and such from, the 1990s or something. But there's nothing here telling us when that happened. Dionysium, when I fought the Joker to the death. Again, when did that happen? There is nothing in here that tells us when he fought the Joker to the death. And so he's talking about 2 metals when he fought the Joker to the death. How many times did he fight the Joker to the death? This is a major fail, in my opinion. And now, nth metal, which I exposed myself to when I attempted to look into the dark myself with Green Lantern and Duke. There's only 1 metal left. I don't know what it is, but if they infect me with it, I'll become the doorway. A cosmic counterweight. I go there, he comes here with whatever nightmares of mine he's pulled from the dark. That this is supposed to set up the series, this story, but it makes a lot of nonsense. It's really confusing. It's like Scott Snyder was trying to write an impossible story. I like his work, I really do. But Scott Snyder has me totally lost. If I'm reading this just for the pure enjoyment of reading it, then that's fine. But if I want to actually understand what's going on, I'm totally lost. How do we stop it? Superman says. I don't know that we can. It's happening now, in Metropolis, all over the world. Metals laced by the Judas tribe. Conductors, they're screaming out that Barbados is coming, getting closer. Superman says, there has to be a way. There might be, but the key is far from here, very far. Come with me. We can take the bag in. Wonder Woman steps in. Enough! He's still lying. I don't need my lasso to tell me that. He's stalling us. Da-da-da-da! Superman has a plan. Then he takes his hand and balls it into a fist, and then wham! Right through his body. Superman was playing a hunch. And his hunch turned out to be right. More damn tricks, he says. It's Clayface. He says, easy, Flyboy. Just playing my part. Got him down pretty well, though, eh? Superman, calm down, she says. I'm sorry. It's just, I meant what I said earlier. I know his heart, and he made these by transmitting his own heartbeat. But the rhythm, he's scared, Diana. More scared than I've ever seen him. And I'm scared for him, for us all. I'm sorry about the focus of this, it just keeps going in and out. Well, we'll solve this, Superman. If it takes us to the ends of the earth, we will. And then, over here, this is Fannerstein, or the ends of the earth, the Antarctic lava pits. I didn't know there was lava pits up there. And that's Kendra Saunders. And then what do we see here? It's like they decided to pay some homage to the Super Friends. I'm not sure if some of you remember the Super Friends or not. It was a Hanna-Barbera cartoon that came out decades ago, and they had also in the cartoon a group known as the Legion of Doom. And this is what their headquarters looked like. It always came out of lava. And this is Kendra Saunders talking to Vandal Savage. Pardon the decor, Kendra. I'm building this place for another purpose, but with our need for secrecy, it's the best there is. Enough! I would never associate with you if this weren't dire, Vandal. None of us would. But Batman is still missing, and the visions have started. Dr. Fate, John Henry Irons, they have seen Barbatos' army, which there's no reference to that, and in the issues of the series to come, there was nothing about Dr. Fate or John Henry Irons both seeing visions. So that's like a part of a plot without much support. And the one called Plastic Man, the unstable cells that make up his body are vibrating at frequencies we've never recorded before. He could be key to understanding what's coming if we can find him. And inside the Legion of Doom's headquarters, which I have to say is reminiscent of the original, which I saw on the Super Friends many years ago. And they've got a hologram of a brain here. And Vandal Savage says, there is no time. We are the oldest beings on the planet, immortals. Many of us descended from the original tribes. We have faced this threat before, and we must use the ultimate option if necessary. Kendra says, but if we use the brain, and this is not just any normal brain they're talking about. If, you mean when, that one says. We voted, Kendra, while you were searching for Wayne. It was decided. You will take the Anti-Monitor's astral brain, and you will fire it through the core of the multiverse at the Rock of Eternity and destroy the dark multiverse once and for all. It shall be done, that dude says. Morgaine, Great Wizard, Carter warned us, mixing antimatter and dark matter, it could. And what other choice do we have, Vandal says. We keep looking, she says. The time for that is over. Forgive me. I know I am the youngest here, but I do know the detective well, and I'm not sure if he's referring to Hawkman or Batman. And what he would, yeah, he's referring to Batman. But how he knows Batman is confusing, because Vandal Savage is a character that I am not familiar with in the DC Comics. And I don't know, and I don't remember him even from the 80s. But he says, and what he would be doing right now is finding a way to fight this. He'd be trying to take Barbatos on himself, head on. Is there anywhere that impulse might lead him? And Kendra then realizes something, because look at that face. She is now scared. Her green eyes shine brightly. Oh no. Dun-dun-dun! Valley of the Kings. Now, something that I should mention here. Vandal was also known as Hathset back in ancient Egypt, when Kendra, or supposedly Kendra, and Hawkman started their path of reincarnation. But according to Dark Days of the Forge, or Dark Days of the Casting, it actually happened before that. And I still don't know how DC is going to explain, or if they can explain, Kendra being his wife when it was made canon in Dark Days the Forge and Dark Days the Casting. I mean, it was stated in both of those comic books that Shara Hall was his husband. And now she claims that Hawkman was her husband. I can feel you there, Dream. Please tell me my plan is the right one. And that's the same dude from the previous issue. I cannot speak to your plan, Batman. I've done what I can for you in this realm. And, you know, this guy, his identity is really not explored much. He's not explained, really. If the Nightmare Army succeeds, if the world goes dark, call to me. In the place of the Black Sun, I wish you luck. Wait, he says. Dream, am I doing the right thing? He says, and then we hear, I don't know who you're talking to, Bruce, but to answer your question, no. It's Superman and Wonder Woman. She says, you're not doing the right thing. Not by a long shot. Now give us that bag. Superman says, please, you know what it's capable of. It's destroyed entire worlds before. Killed people we both cared about. I know. And you can see there's something inside that bag. And he pulls it out. It's Baby Darkseid. and I have no idea how he got to be a baby. I'm guessing it's from the Darkseid War, which was a story published in DC Comics when they were about to wrap up the New 52. I don't know. And I'm here to use him now. Stay back. Wonder Woman says, Darkseid? Bruce, just because he's been transformed into a baby doesn't make him any less dangerous. You don't understand Darkseid's Omega beams, he says. Those Omega beams once unhinged him from time itself, sending him back to the beginning of man. Maybe that happened in the New 52. It seems like, there's a lot of details that I am totally unsure about. I'm guessing that happened in the New 52. So I wish there would have been some reference to, the certain issues where I could look this stuff up. Anyway, Batman says, Barbados saw me then. He set all of this in motion at that moment. The world is in danger. It is my fault, and I endangered it. I endanger it every moment I stand here. We don't have much time. Grail, the daughter of Darkseid, will be looking for him. I have Hawkman's mace. Now, how did he get Hawkman's mace? Barbados was beaten with it once before, the only time he walked the earth. I'm going to use the Omega Sanction to go back and do it again. What's the Omega Sanction? If that was in the Darkseid War story arc from the New 52, I'd like to read about it. But there's no reference here telling me, what to look up. Wonder Woman says, the Omega Sanction, you only escaped that time because Barbados wanted me to. It's pure madness, Bruce. You go back, you'll erase yourself from the world. You'll erase Batman forever. You don't think I know that? I know it's just a one-way ticket, And he says, holding baby Darkseid, now when I remove these God Wave goggles, we'll all be at risk. I need you both to stand back. I destroyed that tomb decades ago. They misdirected him and walked right into their trap. Batman, please, she pleads. It's Kendra, Wonder Woman. Do you hear me? Did you find him? Not now, Kendra. No, listen, damn it. He's thinking he's in the tomb of Prince Khufu, but he's not. Da-da-da-da, the tomb of Hathset. He's in the tomb of Hathset. You've been set up. No. And then Superman and Wonder Woman start to, they're surrounded by these black strands of goo or whatever. Ark, what is... Something's going on. Ah! It has been too long, we hear a voice say. Now these weirdos show up. And this one says, so long since our eyes have rested on you, great traveler. We, the ancient priests who serve the dark god Barbados in your name, so long have we, Strigadal, waited for this day, for the mantling, and now it is upon us. How did you do this? And over here we see members from the Court of Owls come out of nowhere. Oh, hiding in history has always been the greatest talent of the Court of Owls. Since our ancestors broke from the birds for the bats and were condemned as the Judas tribe, we've helped our dark brethren. All these years we've been preparing you, Batman, for him, my boy, infecting you, weighing you down, each step bringing you closer. Now our pact is complete, and we have woken the ancient Strigdale so they might bring the Bat God here from the dark. Hush now, baby Darkseid. We think you'll like this bedtime story. I'll stop you. No, Batman. That time is past. We've spent generations hiding our nests in Wayne buildings. Did you really think we didn't know where Carter Hall hid his journal? All we needed to do was lead you here. All we needed was to lead you here was the chance to change the coordinates of the tomb. Your reckless obsession did the rest. Now the final step of mantling was a challenge. The last metal didn't exist in our world. We funded the science, but it was the great powers collider in Gotham that finally did the trick. Stories so often rhyme in the most interesting ways. We should have known the final metal would be forged in the heat of the cosmos beneath Gotham City. Stop this! Stop this now! The final metal, the one to drag you down into the dark, named perfectly Batmantium. That's what it says right there. Batmantium. Now where's one? See? Batmantium. Your whole life, your time as Batman, it has all led to this, Bruce Wayne. Let him, through you, be the doorway. No, no! Don't do this! It's too late for that. Strigdale, begin. No! No! So Batman's consumed in this red liquid, this thick red liquid. The Bat God comes. That one says, it's opening. He has become the doorway. Hail Barbados, he will reward us. He will chain the world, and we shall rule with him. I see something. Look. I can hear him. He's here. But I think what came through is not what they expected. What comes through is some perverted versions of Robin. And all they do is crow. And they attack everybody in there. And then we see this. Bar. That's right. Heal, boys. So apparently these wicked Robins, or whatever you want to call them, they're just puppets. My God, Superman says. One woman says, Bruce, where is he? You want Bruce Wayne? A voice says. Look around. And here's several versions of Bruce Wayne. I'm right here. Yes, that is a female. I'm right here. Yes, that looks like Doomsday. I'm right here. That one looks like a technical type person. I'm right here. Yes, that does look like Joker. I'm right here. Yes, that is Wonder Woman's insignia. I'm right here. Yes, that does sort of look like the Flash. I'm right here. That one looks really strange. So Wonder Woman and Superman are just there on the floor taking this all in. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versions of him. Barbados, we will beat you. We've beaten gods and monsters before. More from Carter Hall's journal. But I didn't tell you the whole story, the origin of the multiverse. Because the thing is, as much as I fight the truth, the fact is the story of Krona is also a tragedy. Because I let you. Welcome to the dark. See, Krona was reviled for his hubris, for going too far. He became the most hated man in the multiverse. And then Superman and Wonder Woman looks like they start to decay. That great hand, it might as well have pointed its finger to him and accused him itself. The origin story of our multiverse, it's a cautionary tale. It says, explore too far, and you may just become the villain of your own story. This is going to be fun. Next, Rise of the Dark Knights. So that's it for Dark Knight's Metal issue 2. It was confusing. Boy, was it confusing. It didn't tell me where to look for certain information when that information was mentioned, like I said during the review. The only plus is, the artwork of the cover and the interior artwork was really good. It made me feel like that this was the beginning of something horrifying. So, it wasn't a bad read, but I think they could have done better with Dark Knight's Metal number 2. So, did you like this issue, or did you not like it? Leave your comments below, and if you haven't subscribed to Spirit Comics yet, please do so right now, and smash that bell like She-Hulk so you can be notified of all new uploads. Also, if you did enjoy this review, like it and share it with others so they can enjoy it too. Till next time, true readers.